Number 9, Brendon Burns.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister and asks, does he stand by his statement on the BBC Hardtalk programme where he said he didn't share Massey University scientist Mike Joy's view on the state of our rivers, saying, quote, "He's one academic and like lawyers I could provide you with another one to give you a counter view"?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, yes, and ain't that the truth?
Brendon Burns.
Supplementary question. Can we presume that the Prime Minister doesn't share the counter view of Professor David Hamilton, President of the New Zealand Freshwater Sciences Society, who says the Yale University research the Prime Minister used to justify his 100% pure claim is outdated and has no credibility?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, well, firstly, I have the Yale report with me. It's from 2010, so I don't think it's terribly outdated because it's a year old. And, Mr Speaker, maybe what I could do is quote from one of the other scientists who actually presented from Lincoln University, Kenneth Huey, who was at the same conference that Mike Joy was, and to quote from his slide, he goes, "The perceived state of New Zealand's freshwater is good, a view supported by science."
Brendon Burns.
Is the Prime Minister aware that Professor Hamilton leads research on the $90 million cleaning up of Rotorua lakes, which his government is funding, and while Waikato University have unsuccessfully requested the data used by Yale, their own independent research suggests New Zealand is in about the middle of the international water quality scale, not at number 2, as the Prime Minister would have us believe?
Mr Speaker, if New Zealand is at the level that the member is proposing, why did he sit around for 9 years and let Labor do absolutely nothing other than allow further deterioration?
Brendon Burns.
Does the Prime Minister also doubt research by Waikato University PhD student John Abel, who compared 134 New Zealand lakes against 1,500 internationally and found our lakes have a water quality score of 66.7 as opposed to the 99.2% overall rating the Prime Minister quoted to the House on May 10?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Point, I haven't seen the research, but the member is backing up my exact point, that there are scientists, some who hold one view and some who hold another. Just like lawyers and just like economists, they all have a range of views.
Brendon Burns.
Is the Prime Minister aware that the government's new national policy statement on freshwater does not require regional councils to adopt water quality standards until 2030? And can he identify any other water quality scientist who says the government's NPS is sound environmental policy?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, yes, and that's what the board recommended.
Question number 10, Louise Upston.
Thank you, Mr.